Hi guys, welcome back to, or welcome if this is your first video, to this PickACard reading. Today we're going to do a message for your month ahead. So right now we're going to September, but this message is for you whenever you hear it, whenever you see it. So just take a minute to have a look at the three piles we've got here and decide which one you want to choose. So just go for whichever one you're drawn to. This is going to be our pile number one, the Naked Heart Tarot. This one will be our pile number two today. This is the Starman Tarot. I nearly forgot the name then. And this is our pile number three, is the Wild Unknown Tarot. So 1, 2, 3. I'll give you a little minute to decide. And then we're going to jump right in to your message for the month ahead. So let's just move, put my pile 2 there, and pile number 3, what? Over here. Okay, so hi group 1, this is your reading. I have shuffled the cards already before we started, but I'm just going to give it another little shuffle now. Oh, I nearly dropped the cards. Okay, so what message do we need to hear for your month ahead for group number 1? Okay. What message do we need to hear for group number 1? Okay, this card tried to come out, so first off we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, you can't see that, let me flip it there. Sorry if the lighting's kind of weird. I have a window right here, so try and make sure you guys can see. Okay, one more please. Okay, so next we have the 2 of Wands. Oh, see that? 2 of Wands. So lots of fiery, creative energy with the 2 Wands cards coming out here. Let's see if we can get you one more card for your month ahead. Ooh, this one also wanted to jump out. This is the Earth Mother. Oh, focus please, camera. Earth Mother, or she's also the Empress in traditional tarot decks. So this deck is a little bit different, but it still kind of follows the same, you know, like the same archetypes and everything of the traditional tarot deck, but just some of the images and like titles are a bit different, so let's just make sure you can see those. Ooh, okay, so I'm feeling like immediately a lot of kind of creative energy coming through. Oh, I love this. On the bottom of the deck here for you, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I'll just pop him there. All right, so give me a second to kind of tune into this. So like I said, some very creative energy coming through because you've got the 2 Wands cards, and you've also got the Empress card there for your 3rd card. So starting off with the 5 of Wands, and I quite like this imagery here. This is traditionally, this card is really associated with like competition. And maybe a little bit of conflict, but it's not swords, so it's not like, it's not cutting, you know, it's not like it's not anything kind of hurtful, but it is like maybe passionate, so it could be like kind of fiery, like banter, or you know, I'm just getting this vibe of like competing and, you know, not being afraid to kind of stand up for yourself and what you want, you know, what you're kind of passionate about, because the ones are all about passion and fire and creativity. So that's what I'm getting with the Five of Wands. And then you also have the Two of Wands here, which this is the cool imagery for us as we're doing our reading today. It's like really looks like a crystal ball to me. So with this one, you know, because it's a 2, so the focus is more, it's still this like fiery energy, this fiery, creative, passionate energy, but it's more, because it's a 2, it's more focused on like being balanced, and you can see the 2, you know, ones kind of balancing each other out here. Planning, it's kind of like laying the foundation. So it could be that maybe, you know, you could be around with the Five of Wands, you could be around lots of other kind of creative people, or just people that are giving you kind of ideas and like sparking that creativity within you. But then with the 2, it's like to kind of use the energy, I guess, this one's energy to your advantage. You need to tap into this energy of the 2, which is about like making plans and strategies. You know, you don't necessarily need to rush forward immediately because it's only a 2, so it could be something quite new, like a new idea that you've had, or a new project that you're working on, or like a new passion. But yeah, there's like a need for a bit of planning and kind of thinking through what it is you actually want to achieve from this, what you want to get from it. And then this goes along with the beautiful Earth Mother energy that we have here, which is so gorgeous. This deck doesn't really have any people in it, but this is probably one of the more people-y images, because she's, you know, like half tree, half person. And so again, you know, the Earth Mother, the Empress, this is, you know, really a lot of creativity and like abundance coming through. You can see she kind of has like this pregnant belly here. So, and again with like the 5 and the 2, you're not at like 9, you're not at number 10, you're not at the end of a cycle. So I'm getting this feeling that it's something, and you with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck as well, it's like this is something maybe quite new, and it's something that needs to, like, you need to do your planning and kind of think about what it is, you know, kind of have a strategy of what it is, that how you want this to go, where you want to take it. Because that is going to help to grow this into something really beautiful here, with this like amazing tree with the crown at the top here. You know, so with her being pregnant as well, it's kind of like giving yourself that time to allow this idea or this project or whatever it is, this passion, to like build and grow. Because, you know, if you try and rush it, you might be rushing into things, and you know, it's going to be much better if you allow it to kind of naturally grow and progress in its own time. That's what I'm picking up with this beautiful Earth Mother card here. I'm just kind of tuning in to see if there's anything else. And obviously the Earth Mother, the Empress, she's a major arcana, so she's not necessarily associated with any one particular like suit like the Wands, but I would you know, definitely, I mean, it's in the name, associate her with like the earthy kind of aspect quite a bit, just because she's so abundant, you know, she's so like, she creates, she manifests, she, you know, and she's not like running around. Again, this is not like, you don't need to be running around pushing to make things happen. Like, she's sitting there, she's allowing things to grow at their own pace, in their own time, because she's just kind of confident. Like, again with the crown, she knows, she has that sovereignty of knowing that when it's right, when the time is right, and when it's ready, it will kind of bloom. So I feel like that is pretty much your message. So Could be around some fiery, passionate people that are going to inspire you with this creative one's energy. But yeah, there's definitely a need to not rush things, take your time, do some planning, really think about what you want to get out of this situation and like your goals, and let things to kind of grow and mature, because you're gonna end up with this beautiful Earth Mother energy, which is really awesome. This is a great card. I'm very happy for you. And you know, that's all backed up by your card at the bottom of the deck here, the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, there we go. Like I was saying before, it's probably something that's quite new or like in the early stages, because the aces are all about potential. So, you know, and again, the Pentacles are associated with Earth. So it's almost like from this passion, from this creative energy, you're going to be manifesting something, you know, something tangible, something physical. But again, because it's Pentacles and it's earthy, it's like you can't rush it. It needs to, you know, you can't make a flower bloom before it's ready. You just have to kind of let it, you can make the conditions right, and you can kind of nurture it and help that to, like, you know, progress along, but you can't make it happen. I kind of get the feeling that you might be a bit impatient. I'm quite impatient, so I completely understand if that's you. But, you know, yeah, that's the main message I'm getting for you. Don't rush this, because it has the potential to be something really beautiful, and, you know, could be a new start or a new opportunity in the physical that's, you know, looks like it could be something really amazing for you. So don't rush it. And I just want to, I'm going to pull you a Moonology. I have my Moonology. I love these cards, Moonology Oracle cards. So see if we can get like a final message or a final bit of advice for you to just kind of tie your reading together. So please, for group 1, can we get a final message? Oh, I like this. You actually had 2 that kind of wanted to pop out, so I'm going to take them. Oh, and a third one. Oh my goodness. And the other piles are going to be jealous because I'm only going to pull one for them, but they kind of all fell out at the same time. So first of all, ooh, luck is on your side here. And again, I mean, you know, these are like based on the different moons. So this one is new moon in Sagittarius. So again, it's this like fiery, creative energy. So maybe it could be that, you know, I could be picking up that you're a bit impatient because you're like worried about how this is going to turn out, or, you know, maybe you just don't feel that kind of lucky. But this card is telling you, yes, luck is on your side in this coming month for you. And then the other 2 that also wanted to jump out together, try and show you them together. Here we go. We have, you can read both of those. Don't let your past hold you back, and have faith in your dreams. So it does seem like something is on the, you know, something is growing, something is like brewing, something is trying to come through for you. And, you know, your kind of advice is to know that you do have luck on your side. Don't allow, if you've had bad experiences in the past, you know, this could be anything. It could be a relationship, it could be in your career, it could be, you know, I mean, anything, literally anything. You will know what kind of feels like relevant for you. But if you've had a bad experience, or if you've tried in the past and it didn't work out, you know, don't let that kind of hold you back, because, you know, you need to have faith in your dreams, whatever your outcome is that you most want for this situation. So yeah, that's a pretty cool reading for your month ahead. I hope that resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, you know, leave a comment or a like, let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for being here today, part 1. Can I move these? Ooh, I'm going to take those with me. Move these over here. And we're gonna, oh my goodness, I'm just making a mess. Okay, move group 1 over here. Oh, I nearly turned the recording off. No, we're still recording, it's gone. Yeah, and okay, I'm going to jump into pile 2. Welcome, pile 2. You chose this very funky Starman Tarot, which are so huge I can't shuffle them. I mean, I can shuffle them, but they're really long, as you might be able to tell. So I already shuffled the cards anyway before we started, but I like to do a little bit more, so I'm just making some space so I can like do a bit more shuffling on my side here. Okay, so what is the message for group number 2, the message for the month ahead? Okay, starting off with this very cool, I hope you can see these because there's quite a lot going on. That's the 4 of Swords. Can you see that? I'm going the wrong way. Very cool, kind of like meditation image there. I like that. So we'll pop him down there. Yeah, I'm sorry the lighting is a bit not great, but I'm trying my best for you guys. Okay, so we'll get another card for you. Whoa, okay, this is intense. This is an intense deck, and you're getting some kind of intense energies. This is the Tower, which is a really cool card to get, but so don't be intimidated. I feel like this Tower card looks a little bit intimidating, but it's quite a good thing. And then let's see if we can pull one more card for you. One more card for pile number 2, please. What do they most need? Oh, awesome. I love this card, the Star. I hope that YouTube is not going to like penalise me because she's sort of naked, but oh well. It's very artistic. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just pull these over a little bit because I see there's like some light shining on that card there. I hope you can see it. Okay. All right. And then on the bottom of the deck you have the Prince of Pentacles, which is like the I'm just trying to remind myself if it's the, yeah, I think he's the Page. Yeah, that's right, it's the Page of Pentacles. So okay, let's just take a little minute to tune into your cards here. So starting off with the 4 of Swords here, definitely first up, you know, I'm getting that you, like I said, the energy of this pile feels quite intense, so there could be quite a lot going on for you this month, just like there is a lot going on with these cards. You know, in every image there's like a lot to take in, and I feel like it could be the same for you. Like there's a lot going on, it might be a little bit crazy, feel a little bit chaotic, and the 4 of Swords is all about kind of taking time to rest, to heal, you know, to meditate. You don't, you know, it doesn't have to be like sitting like this guy here, although it does look cool. But if you find meditation hard, you know, could be just like spending some time out in nature or doing something creative. I feel like you might be quite a creative group. You know, just anything that kind of helps you to stop like going over everything in your mind and worrying about all the little details, and you know, just getting really into whatever it is you're doing in the moment. So sometimes, like for me, that might be, you know, doing a bit of cooking or something where I don't really have to think, you know, because it's you know, the swords are all about like mental energy and our thoughts. So it could be as well that you're having a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to juggle, and the 4 of Swords is really encouraging you to like take that time to, you know, for yourself, to like rest, to heal, and to just try and, you know, like be in the moment and not think too much about what's going to happen, and you know, that helps us to kind of be more at peace and you know, deal with if there is a lot going on. Like I said, I feel like there's a lot going on for you this month, and that's definitely backed up by your second card here, the Tower. If you know anything about tarot, you probably already know that the Tower card is, you know, you see like the lightning striking the tower here. It looks a bit this one looks almost like apocalyptic. There's like so much going on, and there's like so much fire, and it's like but really the meaning of this card is to do with kind of things that are not working for you anymore, things that are, you know, it's kind of time for them to end, to leave your life. That's going to be happening, and because of the like lightning bolt and the fire and everything, it's like it might be quite shocking or sudden. You know, you might not have been expecting whatever this is to happen. But the good thing about the Tower is, you know, I do quite like this card because it's not really negative, because it's only anything which is, you know, it's not like in alignment for you anymore. It's not working for you. It's not, you know, it's not built on like a stable foundation, and that's why it's going to be coming down. It's going to be leaving your life. It's going to be, you know, coming to an end. And the other thing I want to say, just because I noticed that it's like the lightning is hitting this, I don't know if you can see it, like eyeball here, which makes me, just because of where it is, it makes me think of like the third eye, you know, in the middle of your forehead. So that to me says that you could be having some really important realizations, some like, you know, really big, like, that's why this happened, or, you know, that's why, you know, or just coming to like a really big understanding that would be like a huge aha moment, like lightning striking, basically. And that really kind of makes sense with the Four of Swords here as well, because obviously if you actually take time for yourself to like rest and heal and, you know, come away from the chaos of whatever is going on in your external world right now, that actually gives you time to be able to, you know, it's like when you're worrying about a problem and trying to find the solution, and you don't know how to solve something, and then as soon as you go away and do something else and like stop actively thinking about it, and then suddenly you have this like aha, you know. And so that's what these two cards together kind of are making me think. So this month could be quite intense, quite a lot going on, so just don't be afraid to like take time to step back and, you know, take some time for yourself and do, like I said, it doesn't have to be meditation, but anything that helps you to just like focus on being in the moment and stop worrying about any challenges or problems that you might be facing, you know, even if it's just for like half an hour, because I think that's going to bring you some pretty big realizations. Yeah. And then over here with our lovely Star card, I don't know if I should cover her up, but I don't want to. So there's quite a few things. Again, you have all this lightning, you know, and it's like really coming from her crown. So it could be as well that these realizations that you're having in this like time for yourself, in this meditation, these realizations could be kind of coming from your higher self, from, you know, your soul, like if you know, however you like to think of it, like your angels, your guides, the universe, God, you know, whatever resonates for you. But it's like this higher, you know, that we can only really tap into that when we do take time for ourselves. You know, when you're like busy with day to day and like rushing around, you know, we can't tap into that, we can't access that kind of wisdom because we're too busy focusing on like day-to-day stuff. So that's something that I'm getting immediately with this card. And also, you know, the star is really to do with like healing as well, which is, you know, kind of repeating the message of the Four of Swords. So like whatever these realizations are, and whatever, you know, if something does come to an end, or if something does, you know, tower does fall, it's actually going to bring you a lot of healing. And I just think these cards are so pretty. Standing in that water there, you know, it's very likely could have I said that, but I didn't point it out here. This is like a kind of lake or something that she's standing in. So it could be like quite an emotional, a lot of emotions involved, but I do get a strong, you know, strong healing with the star card. And, you know, the other kind of meaning for the star card is like, you know, it can be like a wish come true. It can be like wishing on a star, that kind of energy. So, you know, it's almost like when you go through this, you know, Four of Swords, this like healing meditation, like taking a break, taking time for yourself, and that bringing you realizations and maybe some things ending or leaving your life. You know, it's gonna open up these like opportunities for you to kind of have dreams and wishes fulfilled that, you know, you might not have been able to access that before. Like with this tower here, you could have had things blocking your desires, your dreams, and I feel like that's going to be falling away. But you really need to make sure that you're getting into this Four of Swords energy, and like, you know, like I've said it about a million times, so I don't want to keep saying it, but just, you know, taking time for you and making sure you get plenty of rest. And then on the bottom of the deck here, you have the Prince of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. So, you know, Pentacles are all about earth and like material things, physical things. You can see his little tree stumps here that his horse is resting on. So, you know, I mean, I definitely get the feeling that, like I say, this is all going to lead to like these new opportunities, or like new ways for you to achieve some kind of wish or some kind of dream that you might have. You know, might be something that you have been wanting for a while, and that, you know, with the Prince of Pentacles, it's like you will be able to like bring this into the physical, but because it's like an earthy kind of vibe, it's not going to happen overnight. This is something like the Tower is a very sudden energy, but, you know, the Pentacles are not sudden, they are slow moving. So, you know, it might take a while for you to actually see this dream or wish or whatever it is to like come to fruition, but it will happen. I'm definitely getting that. So maybe not this month, but that's something that is like gonna come through. And I just want to I'm just grabbing I'll show you quickly my Moonology deck, so we can kind of finish off your reading with like a bit of advice, or like how you can make the most of this energy this month, how you can kind of ride the Tower. Okay, interesting. This is the one that wanted to come out for you. A personal issue reaches resolution. So yeah, this is what I'm feeling. It could be like this big realization, this big like aha. And yeah, it's Cancer. Like you can see the crab there. That's Cancer, which is really, you know, it's a water sign, so it's very emotional. It could have something to do with like your family or, you know, friends, kind of, because Cancer, 4th house is to do with like family and loved ones and our roots. So, you know, it might be quite an intense month for you, group 2, but, you know, if you can get into this like meditative state, this like, you know, making sure that you're taking time for yourself and taking time to step back every now and then, you know, you're going to be able to like ride through these intense energies, and it's going to lead to this amazing healing for you, and a resolution that you might have been waiting for, trying to reach for quite a long time. So I hope that resonated for you, and I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, you know, leave me a comment or like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Have a great month. I hope it's not too intense. Alright, bye pile 2. Okay, move these out of the way. And we're moving on to pile 3. Hi, group 3. This is your reading, the Wild Unknown tarot deck. So as I said to the other piles, I have already shuffled the cards, but I like to do a little bit more here with you, so just so that you can like know that I really am shuffling and just pulling the cards that come out. So okay, what message for the month ahead for group 3? This one, I made that funny like sing song there because this one was trying to fall on the floor. Father of Cups, King of Cups. Very nice. Starting the reading off with that one. Okay, let's go. What is the message for group number 3, please, for the month ahead? Ooh, you got the Ace of Swords there, and I love that. You can see this like infinity symbol here. Very cool. Very, very cool. And one more card, please, for pile number 2. And this is one of my favourite decks. It's so easy to read. And I wasn't going to buy it actually because I'd seen it everywhere, and I was like, no, everybody has that deck. I don't want to buy it, but it was actually bought for me as a gift. So. And as soon as I opened it, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, pile 3. What is the message for pile 3? I don't know why your 3rd card doesn't want to come out. Let's see. Okay. So this is the 9 of Pentacles. Very cool. And then on the bottom of the deck you have the Tower, and we also had, can you see that? We also have the Tower in the last group as well. So, okay, just give me a minute, I'm just going to sip my drink. Okay, let me just see what message is coming through for you. Okay, so with the King of Cups, here is your first card. You can see that. Or Father of Cups he's called in this deck. You know, the cups are all about like our emotions and our feelings and our intuition. So this could be you, or it could be someone. I feel like it's you. It could be someone else, you know, in your environment, but I feel like it's more likely to be you. And he's a king, so it's like he is very in touch with his emotions and with his feelings, with his intuition and creativity, but he's not necessarily like, his emotions don't rule him. He's not, it's not reversed. Like, he's in control, and he knows how to like use his emotions, use his feelings and his intuition to his advantage without getting overwhelmed, basically, and without kind of slipping into like emotional manipulation or anything like that. It's like a really positive, because he's the king, so he's mastered the suit. He knows how to be in touch with his emotions without letting it control him or without using it to control other people. So I feel like this is you. You're in a pretty good place coming into this month, in touch with how you're feeling, in touch with your intuition. It doesn't matter that it's a king or the father, don't get like, doesn't matter if you're a woman. It's just this fatherly kind of energy. It's quite kind of protective, and like using the fact that he is a master of the suit of cups to like benefit the people around him. So if this is you, which I think this is, it's talking about you really being in control and understanding emotions, understanding your intuition, and understanding how you can use that to kind of to your advantage, but also like to help the people around you, because you're coming out as this like fatherly king of cups, that the kings, they use their mastery to help the people around them, and in this like protective, fatherly kind of way. So, and as soon as I started talking about that, I felt like this really does relate to your second card, the Ace of Swords. I love the aces because they are all to do with like potential. There's a lot of possibility. There's a lot of, they're like the seed. So kind of anything can grow, but it's up to us how we use the energy of the aces. And with it being the Ace of Swords, swords are all to do with like truth and like mental energies, communication, the intellect. So what I was going to say is, I feel like it's almost like you're using the fact that you have this great understanding of like emotions and great connection with your intuition, to help like bring about or uncover truths, and help yourself and the people around you get this like clarity that comes with the Ace of Swords. It's about like mental clarity, and especially with the sword like facing upwards like this, it also has a message of like victory, which I like. So yeah, it feels like you're going to be using your kind of high emotional intelligence, I guess I would say, to help to either share your truth or to share your truth and help the people around you to be sharing their authentic truth as well, because it's the Ace of Swords. It's like about being authentic, sharing your authentic truth, and especially like I mentioned before, this really gorgeous like infinity symbol in the different colours here. It's almost like you, with your understanding, you know how to like help people to appreciate these like different perspectives and like different whatever their personal truth is for them. We don't all have to like agree on everything all the time, but we can kind of appreciate and benefit from like having this understanding of of ideas and sharing of ideas and sharing of truth. And there might be some kind of like surprising truth coming through as well. I'm just getting that because of these, like, looks like lightning to me in the background there. Yeah, and all this I think is so, you know, I see this as like a definite encouragement for you to, you know, like I said, use your kind of high emotional intelligence, the way that you just, it's like you just understand people, and because of that they, you know, are going to feel comfortable like being honest with you, and you're going to feel able to be honest too, and like share your truth, and that's all leading you to this very beautiful and colourful, like you can see not all of the cards are colourful in this deck, but this one is, and it's the 9 of Pentacles. That is the 9, isn't it? Yeah, it is. 9 of Pentacles, and this one is all, you know, all about like kind of like abundance and prosperity and being like really secure and stable and independent. So it's like you don't need other people to like take care of you, or you're not going to be, you know, codependent on other people or anything like this, because you have kind of, it's almost like you figured out how to, you know, use like this strong emotional intelligence and like pair that with, you know, the mental clarity and, you know, being honest, being really honest about who you are, and you know, allowing other people to be honest about who they are too, and that's just going to bring you this like beautiful abundance and security. And you know, the Pentacles are all to do with like everything physical and material and earthy, so which is great, because you know, I see a lot of abundance coming in for you, and a lot of you know, in the physical, it's not just how you feel, that you'll be feeling good, or it's not just being able to speak honestly and share your truth. It's also having this like ability to create abundance for yourself, and you know, create security and feeling strong and knowing that like, yeah, I've got this kind of thing, which is really lovely. It's really beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck here, you have the Tower, like I mentioned before, and this is a bit of an unusual depiction, but I mean, the lightning is not unusual, and we have lightning here as well, so it could be that some like shocking truths are coming out, or you might have already discovered some truths that were a bit kind of shocking, and as you can see, there's like the tree at the top here is like burning, but as I was saying for the last pile, because they had the Tower in their reading too, you know, the Tower is not a bad thing, because it burns away, it clears away the things that are like, they're not really working for you anymore, they're not serving you, they're not working for you, you know, it's like clearing a path. But I feel like for you, especially because this is on the bottom of the deck here, this might have already happened, and because you've got the Father of Cups here as well, even if it hasn't already happened, it's like maybe you already have a kind of intuition or an understanding of what this is about. So you like I said, you can handle it, whatever is coming up. You know, you're just in this really strong, independent 9 of Pentacles energy, which is great. And then here we have, I'm going to pull a Moonology Oracle card for you, just to get like a final piece of advice and like tie your reading together. So this month for pile number 3, what message do they most need to hear right now? This is interesting. here, and it kind of actually does go with the cards in your reading, so I don't know why I'm surprised, because that always happens, but here you have balance, spirituality and practicality. So you know, you have like the, you know, you have this nice I only pulled 3 cards, so you can't have all of the suits, but you've got the cups, which are, you know, is all about like our emotions and intuition, and you know, they're quite spiritual. You've got the sword, which is, you know, again, it's about our mental clarity, truth. I'm worried I'm going to knock that candle over. Yeah, mental energies, basically, the intellect. And then you've got the pentacles, you know, which is very practical, very earthy, very abundant, like energy. So that's your advice, and I feel like that's what you're going to be learning how to do this month, because it's like you've already mastered this, you know, the Suit of Cups here, which is going to help you kind of speaking your truth and allowing people around you to feel comfortable speaking their truth, and that's going to bring you into this, you know, beautiful 9 of Pentacles energy. So, you know, you're going to be learning to how to balance for you your spiritual and practical sides. So I hope that resonated. I hope that made sense and resonated, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a comment or a like, or subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you very much for joining me today. Thanks, Path 3.